Did you know that you can actually schedule your Instagram posts in advance without paying anything at all? Hi, my name is Daphne and welcome to my channel where I help you organize your digital life. In today's video, I'm going to show you how I schedule my Instagram posts and my Facebook posts in just one application without paying anything. You don't even have to download any app. It's actually a useful tool that Facebook came up with. And for those who don't know what I'm talking about yet, although I did put it in the title, is this tool called Creator Studio. So Creator Studio is a tool that was created by Facebook, and the whole point of Creator Studio is you can schedule your posts, videos, anything at all on your Instagram or your Facebook page all at once in one place. So you can say goodbye to all those Instagram apps that helped you schedule and that just took all your phone memory and just annoyed the hell out of you with the paywall. If you actually go on Google and type in Creator Studio, you will get it instantly. And if you already have a Facebook page and noting that your Instagram should be linked to your Facebook page, then you would be able to automatically already start working on your posts from that tool directly. No setup involved. So let's go to the step-by-step guide to using Creator Studio.
Hey guys, so I'm going to share with you how I use Creator Studio in parallel with my Facebook page and my Instagram page. So Creator Studio is a tool made by Facebook that's actually really handy if you want to schedule your content on social media on both your Instagram and Facebook pages, especially if you're the type who likes to repurpose content like I do. So what I post on Instagram will most likely end up on my Facebook page, maybe slightly worded differently or with a different structure. Like on Facebook I don't put hashtags, but on Instagram I spam my captions with hashtag. um, and this tool helps me to not copy paste every single time on my Instagram than on my Facebook page. It allows me to post anything on both pretty much simultaneously. In that sense, that's how it will look like. There's gonna be your Facebook side and your Instagram side. And what I do, I usually post on a weekly basis. So I schedule my posts weekly, every Saturday actually. And what I do, so I'm just gonna take the example of my online shop. So this is the Instagram, and then this is the Facebook page. And the way I work with content for that particular brand of mine is I work on the Instagram post first, and you're gonna see why very soon. So first of all, I would go to post status and go to either drafts or schedule. If I know that last week I kept some posts that I drafted in draft without scheduling or anything, I would go to draft first, and then I schedule those posts into the next week. But in that instance today, I only have scheduled posts that I actually scheduled last week. So sometimes there are some weeks where you would obviously have more inspiration than others. So if I have more ideas on a particular week, I would already schedule or draft posts so that the next week I can just shift accordingly. Um, and Before going into scheduling and creating your posts, of course, you have to keep in mind your feed aesthetic. And the thing with Creator Studio is, of course, you wouldn't get um, the grid overview, so you wouldn't be able to tell how your feed will look like. Uh, what I do is, personally, my feeds for any of my Instagram accounts, I don't follow a really strict feed design. For example, for this one is just a checkered design, so it's alternate posts. So I'm going to show that to you now. So the way I put it is one piece of clothing and then one advice post, one piece of clothing, one advice post, and etc. So it does that alternate checkered kind of design. So I don't really have to actually put the entire feed on preview in front of me to see if it works or not. I already know that it would work just by following that alternative pattern. Of course, if you have a very specific feed aesthetic that you need to follow, then I would recommend using your apps on your phone, and that would most likely be for another video if you'd like me to expand on your feed aesthetic for Instagram. But let's focus on the process of how you can schedule on your Instagram and your Facebook in the most efficient way possible. So once you have your feed aesthetic in plan for the next week, you know which post goes after which, you can start creating and scheduling content. So before putting it in Creator Studio, I actually use Canva to create my posts, or as for clothes, I just use photos of my clothes. So anyway, let's get right into the scheduling. So I would go to create posts in Instagram feed. So this is how it looks like. That's where you write your caption. You can add a location. It even tells you how many mentions and hashtags um, you can have, what's the limit of characters in your entire caption, and that's really helpful, especially if you're trying to maximize your hashtag game. And here's where you will add your picture. So let's do that now. So I usually put my picture first because it's Instagram, and usually the caption comes more easily when I have a picture in front of me. And you see that at the end there's this section called post to Facebook, and that's how providing that your Instagram is linked to your Facebook page. If it's the same brand, that's obviously something that you need to do as a first step whenever you start social media. And once you tick that box, you'll see that there's a few options. So what this will do is it will automatically take the post that you have written and add it in your publishing tools on Facebook. So you can choose to publish it right away. Um, so post your post on Instagram and on Facebook, or you can choose to save as draft or schedule. So for Facebook, I usually save everything as draft because I know that I will have to change it. And also the scheduling for my Facebook page is a bit more different than my Instagram page. So that will all depend to your scheduling and your branding image. So I'll go ahead and work on this post, and I will show you how it looks when I'm done. And I'm back. So I have written my content, photo is ready, added location, and it's good to go. So let me move myself a bit. So usually you would have this button, and you will have the option to either publish now, schedule, or save as draft. So I usually schedule, and already know which post and when I'm scheduling. But before I actually schedule, I also want to show you the advanced settings. So that's really settings if you are either looking to turn off your comments, or if you actually have an ad in your content. So for promotional posts and stuff like that, you can actually tag another account, another business brand into your post. And I have never used it, but I'm sure that that's how it will show that your posts are an ad. Anyway, so I'm going to be scheduling this post and I'll be back. Great, so now that I've clicked schedule, it has landed in my schedule post on Instagram and it is also in my drafts on Facebook. So on Facebook, I want to give you two options. Actually, you can either use this tab here where you can actually work on all your content. You can even upload videos, but you can also still use the publishing tool that's in your page. Both of them serve the same purpose. I do use both interchangeably, and the reason is because on Creator Studio, as I focus on my Instagram and I save those posts into my Facebook, I like to also work on those posts simultaneously. So having two tabs um, with the publishing tool and here the Instagram post. But of course, you can also choose to ignore the publishing tools altogether and entirely focus on Creator Studio. Of course, there's a lot more that you can do on Creator Studio. You can even update your IGTV if you are doing that. You have your insights. You can have multiple Instagram accounts and view everything all at once, and it's the same for your Facebook pages. So you can choose as many Facebook pages as you want and compare insights, upload videos. You can even go live. um, there's so many things on this side, on the left side of the page, that I haven't fully got into yet, but this is definitely a tool that's really worth looking into, knowing that it's already given by Facebook, it's free, and it's directly accessible from your Facebook page. You don't need any scheduling apps anymore for your Facebook or Instagram. You don't need to clog your phone with all that. It can all be done directly in your Creator Studio. Before I end this video, I want to highlight something in terms of Creator Studio. So I also do a lot of carousel posts. For those of you who don't know what carousel is, it's basically those posts where you swipe, you have multiple photos and you just swipe through them, and you can do both on Instagram and on Facebook. And uh, I noticed that that's the only kind of post that I can't really seem to um, put on Instagram and then save directly to Facebook, because it will translate to Facebook as just a normal post with a lot of photos instead of an actual carousel. So I do my carousel posts separately on Facebook, either here, or I'm actually still more comfortable with the publishing tools, so I just use publishing tools directly. But it's definitely something that I can also do here. Frankly, having just one app for everything Instagram and Facebook related is a relief for a lot of people, because you don't have to switch between apps every time or double post, copy paste and stuff like that. If you have any questions at all regarding Creator Studio or the process of scheduling posts on social media, do let me know in the comments below.
I hope that this video has been helpful to you, and if it did, don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos.